This month I've been exploring psychological safety in teams. And in my blog I introduce a 4-stage model to psychological safety, which introduces the idea of an inclusion stage in which you feel safe as part of the team. It introduces a learner stage in which you feel comfortable asking questions, a contribution stage in which you feel that your ideas are welcomed by the team, and a challenger stage in which you feel confident and comfortable to challenge your team members and for them to challenge you. And as I looked at this and thought about it, it made me reflect on some of the teams I've worked in to date in my career. And probably of the 10 or so key teams, I think probably 7 of them were psychologically safe. And a large part of that, when I reflect on it, was down to the leader who ran those teams and the culture that they set and the 4 stages that were kind of in place. I did think of one team in which at one point in time it didn't feel psychologically safe and it didn't feel as though the leader would welcome challenge, etc. And on one occasion I challenged the leader and I did wonder whether actually it might cost me my job. As it happened, the leader left the organisation. And interestingly, one of the other exec directors approached me and asked me if I would join her department. And she asked me to join that department because she wanted to welcome challenge into her department in order to drive it forwards and improve the quality of the services that it ran. And it also made me reflect on the current team that I spend part of my time in, which is the Robert Walters Talent Development team, which is a very psychologically safe team. And from the onset, when I joined the team, I felt safe and I felt welcomed, so it really ticked the inclusion box. I always felt that your questions were welcomed and supported and answered rapidly and honestly. You were always asked for ideas and suggestions, and in the peer reviews that we do of our designs, etc. People really welcome that the ideas that are thrown into the mix in order to help them enhance the quality of the product. And finally, we challenge each other. We challenge each other on many levels, both in terms of design, but also on a day-to-day basis in terms of how well we deliver our coaching, etc. So it's been a classic example of a psychologically safe team, perhaps not surprisingly, as it is a group of coaches. But I would ask you just to reflect on the teams that you work in and the teams you are members of, and ask yourself, what stage do you think your teams are at? Are they learner, are they inclusion, are they contribution, or are they challenger? And whatever stage they're at, perhaps just reflect on why they're at that stage and what you might be able to do to move them on a stage. As always, if there's anything in this vlog that is of interest, then please get in touch. I'll be delighted to hear from you.